In this episode of Sailing Dark Angel, Dave tries to diagnose our electronics after a wild electrical storm, and a nurse shark comes to say goodbye to us. We dive one last coral garden before discovering that we'll be leaving tomorrow on only one engine. If you like our videos, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. It's free for you and really helps our channel. So, what are we doing today, Captain Dave?
Well, yesterday we put up a little reel. It looked kind of like this.
We are watching this big storm shelf build right now. That should be exciting.
Where's that word again?
About a big storm that was coming around us, a big squall, and there was a lot of lightning, and now we're going to try and troubleshoot why some of our instruments don't work after a really close strike. So we might be in trouble for trying to get anything done, or for trying to get moving.
So you'd agree, Captain Dave, that we did have plans for moving this morning. We were going to get up bright and early. What time?
Stupid o'clock.
Stupid o'clock, which is for
like 5:30.
Yeah, 5:30. But unfortunately, because of yesterday's lightning strike right near us, and it was a crazy lightning storm, what are the plans that we're having today?
Today we're going to be troubleshooting electronics to find out why some of our instruments aren't working.
Okay,
we have
so
no depth, we have no heading, we have no information coming across except for wind speed. Our chart plotter appears to work, and our wind indicator works, but nothing's talking to our auto helm or our chart plotter. Okay,
and what is the major component that's giving us issue right now, and what do you foresee to be the fix for?
Well, it's the CTOC system or the NMEA system that's not talking to the chart plotter. It could be because of a fried sensor. It could be because the backbone itself is fried. It could be fried heading. We don't know. So what we've got to do is eliminate items all through the system. Mm-hmm. I suspect that it's going to be sensor damage, and that we're going to have to download charts onto our phone and use the phone to get back with no auto helm. So I'm hoping at the very least to get the auto helm back.
Mm-hmm. So show us where the system, where we're beginning. Are you going to be pulling this unit out?
No.
No? No. Okay. All right.
No, that unit actually was talking to the phone and to the AIS. So this part, the icon part, seems to be working. Mm-hmm. It's just not talking to the chart plotter. So we're going to start with the depth gauge down in the hull and disconnect it, and then turn on the power and see if it comes up.
It's kind of disastrous that we don't have our depth gauge. That is majorly important, especially it being as shallow as it is here in the Bahamas. And you've been talking to friends who have had the same thing happen to them?
Yeah, well, there's lots of lightning strikes and it affects boats. So
yeah, and it was really, really bad yesterday with the lightning strikes. It was crazy.
It was continuous for about 2 hours.
Yeah, and I mean bolts of lightning around us. So it's really not a surprise that we got a little bit of a zap out of it. So hopefully we can fix that today.
So we're going to start just eliminating stuff and turning the sensors on.
And the really crazy thing is that we are starting to really get low on time.
Yeah, we've got about 3 weeks left to get back out of the Bahamas.
Yeah, so it's starting to really become an issue because we need to be out of here by a certain point, and of course, something goes sideways. It's
about a 1 to 3 day trip to Bimini, and then another day to Florida from Bimini.
Yeah.
If everything's perfect, it's a 4 day trip. If you've got to wait anywhere, it's longer. So having 3 weeks left really cuts back on time.
Yeah.
But my big issue is that every leg of this journey is a long, long sail, and at the moment there's no auto helm.
Yeah, and there's no. So it makes it absolutely no joke. This portion of it, in order to get where we're going, these are long stretches, and we really got to make sure everything is working right, especially the flippin' auto helm and the depth gauge. Like, come on.
Of all the things to lose, those are the two big ones. So.
Yeah.
We'll start with the sensor.
All right, so let's go and take a look at the sensor. So Dave's picking this up. We've changed that sensor before with the water coming flying in here.
Here's the old one here.
Right.
And there's the one that we bought just before we left Florida.
Okay.
So it's actually connected in this closet. So we're going to disconnect it in the closet. Because I'm not getting, even with Bluetooth, this sensor has Bluetooth on it. So when I turn on the power, I should be able to read that sensor with my phone. And I can't, it won't pick it up. it's just a matter of disconnecting this.
Oh.
And it's very dark. Now we turn on the power. So we turn on the nav instruments, go outside and look.
One of the great piece of news that we have was weather. Weather this morning, we had huge storms over here once again, and we wouldn't have been able to leave at when we wanted to leave at 5:30, 6 o'clock. But tomorrow, it's supposed to be sunny all day. So maybe if we get this all settled out, we can leave tomorrow morning.
But right now, no, there's no pilot information coming through. No direction. So I've got to check for power on the backbone.
Does that normally, like, does it automatically come popping up the information?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 dashes is bad.
Yeah, that should be it. That should be a direction indicator.
That's bad.
See, and there's no data over here either.
Oh, that's bad.
There's no location data. See, we've got a location data on our ICOM,
Crap.
so we know where we are on here. That's
Right.
our GPS,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For our AIS. But it's not.
nothing
It's
here.
not coming up on here. There's no boats showing on here. It's not transferring data over. There's the depth, which I expect to be 0 because I disconnected it.
Yeah.
But our wind indicator's working fine.
Okay. So if everything, like, let's say, goes sideways, what are your backup plans for
The
this?
only backup plan is to put charts on our phone and use the phone to go back, hand steering the whole way, and depend on charts for depth.
Yeah, and it may have to come to that only because of our allotted time here.
That's right.
It's a little stifling in here because it's 31 degrees or 90 degrees in here, so we need as much air as possible coming through here.
That's
Gets
why
a
you're
little-
hearing the fans. You're also hearing the water maker.
Yeah, we need to make some water. Even though we did get some water from the storm, but we still need more water.
Always need more water.
You know what's really detrimental? We're getting low on rum. Uh-oh.
You can't buy decent rum here.
Yeah, there's no decent rum here.
That's a matter of opinion, but only ours counts because we're drinking it. So here's our electrical room, and there's our CTOC system over here. So we've got all of our connections coming in. I believe this one's the power cable, but we've got to check and see where that's connected to. That's right here. I'll have to take these apart and start checking them, but I can't do that holding onto a camera, and there's really no place to put it in here.
What did you find out?
There is power. There is power going to the CTOC system.
Okay.
To the NEMA 2000 bus.
And what does that mean?
Well, that means that it's the sensors themselves that aren't working, or the cables, or something.
And how bad is that? What does that mean?
That's as bad as it gets. It means we have no depth, we have no tracking, we have no headings.
Okay, so what's the plan from here?
I don't know. Keep looking.
Keep troubleshooting?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the bottom line, everything's all tore apart. The chart plotter will not detect anything except for the chart plotter and the radar. Auto helm will not detect anything except for its own head unit, the P70. So we'll have no auto helm. I do have AIS, but it's not showing on the chart plotter. And the chart plotter is not detecting anything. With the boat not in motion, the charts aren't rotated in the right direction. That'll probably fix itself up when we get rolling, but we can't use the auto helm because there's no heading. And depth, you can see, is not showing because the depth gauge is just not working. But we do have wind direction and speed. We just have no depth and no chart. So right now I'm downloading Navionics charts to my phone, which was a great deal. It was $49.99 on the website. So when I went to my phone app to download it, it was $79.99. And when I downloaded it, it turns out that's $79.99 US, even though I have a Canadian account, which cost me just under $92 Canadian. So real happy with you there, Navionics. Not to mention we had already downloaded all these charts, but if you don't keep your subscription up, they delete your charts. Delete all the definition off them, which makes them useless. Anyway, so if the weather's gonna cooperate, we're gonna leave in the morning. Got one last visit from a nurse shark here.
Here.
Come on over.
I just made my whole day.
So tomorrow we attempt to leave the Exumas, and we have one last nurse shark come to say goodbye.
Let's come back. Hi, buddy.
Just gonna hang out under the boat. That's awesome. Stay there for a second. I'm gonna get a GoPro. Go ahead. There he is. Right off the sugar scoop.
Right off the sugar scoop. Hanging out.
Just hanging about. Just lurking about. Hey, dude.
Don't scare him away. He's resting.
Thanks for coming to see us off. Oh, there he goes.
Going?
Right under the boat.
Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy.
Is he gonna come up and get pet? Come up and get
I'm gonna
pets.
grab that tail.
Come and get pets.
Look at him. It comes right up to the top too, eh? Look at that.
Oh yeah, his fin broke the surface earlier. Come on, buddy.
It's raining.
Figures. No clouds above us. It's raining. That's cool. So Lisa went and did one last anchor check. And now I'm going to jump in because I want to see this bit of coral over here. Here we go. It looks okay. Doesn't look great, but should hold for one night.
That's pulled back at 2,000 RPM.
Yeah. Yeah, I pulled back only one engine on 2,000 RPM, but it straightened the boat out. Okay, let's go look at the cool coral.
Okay.
pig. What am I hearing?
Water maker.
Oh, you put the water maker on?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're gonna be having a shower. We should make some water. Yeah, you haven't got a lot of propulsion without flippers on.
Look, I'm not going anywhere.
Size 0 feet. When you got to nail,
one big fish under there.
when you got to nail your shoes on, feet are probably slow.
Shut up. Shut up, Clip Clop. Anyway, so, we got a couple of little tiny fish under there, and then we got one big one. There.
We got ribs on. So tonight ribs, tomorrow morning out of here. But we're going to be limping out of here on one motor because our port engine will not start. We did everything we could to get her going, but it's not going to go. I don't think it's hydrolocked because of the way it's acting. It is giving half a crank and dying. So I'm hoping it's a bad starter. We've tried swapping out the batteries. Starboard engine starts fine, and battery wouldn't crank over at all on the port side. So